I am ranking every single Chelsea player's season using this scale right here, as well as letting you know the most underrated and overrated player on Chelsea. Let's get into it. All right, now I'm going to be using this scale right here to rank every single Chelsea player season. We got bad at the bottom, below average, average, good, great, and world class. Let's get into the rankings. Starting off, we're going to go with the goalies. 2 goalies are going to get grading. Petrovic is going to get a great. My goodness, for the money, his age, we got a number 1 goalie, and I'm not mad if we don't get a new one in the summer. Next up, we got Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez gets a bad. He is at the bottom of the list. I have tried so hard to like him, being his size, his shot stopping, but the dude makes me more nervous than I was, for my first date. He's not going to get a good rating. Going in at left backs, Ben Chilwell is going to get a below average. Now, Ben Chilwell is our captain. Ben Chilwell is one of our most senior players, and Ben Chilwell has been nothing but below average this year, unfortunately. Hurt a lot, can't find form. He's below average. Next up, Marc Cucurella. Marc Cucurella gets a good. Not a great, but a good. I think he has performed very well. There's still obviously a lot on the back end, but I've been happy with him this year and would say he's our best left back. Except for Levi Colwill, obviously. If you get it, you get it. Next up, I'm going to go into left center backs. Leading into that right there, Levi Colwill is going to get a good. Levi Colwill has been plagued by the left back position Pochettino has put him in. Why? I do not know. Sometimes it's like Pochettino's decisions. An 8-year-old girl can make a better decision than some of his. Why would you put him at left back? 0 cents. He was awful and he kept on putting him there. Poch, what are you doing? Never put him at left back again. As a center back, good performance. Want to see more consistency. But I have this take about Levi Colwill. I think Levi Colwill should be, honestly, in a couple of years, our captain for the next 10 years. I think he's got captain qualities. Let me know about that. Up next, I got Ben Badiashile, who is our other left center back, who we thought was coming in from that Lamborghini with Todd Boehly, who has had he's had a bad season. I'm going to say it. He's had a bad season. I thought he was going to be one of the breakout stars at Chelsea. I've never been wrong before, but that was the first time ever, and I'm ashamed to admit it. He's had a bad season. He can still be a star. I still have high hopes, but he's been bad. Next up, we're going to go into the other center backs. Trevor Chalobah has not played well enough for me to even give him an average season. Unfortunately, the best availability is availability right there. Hasn't played as much. He's going to get a below average. Next up, Thiago Silva has been the definition of average. Everyone knew what we were going to get. Involved a lot at the beginning, fades out at the end because he's leaving. He's done everything we've expected with some cracks because of his age, but also showing that has a crazy knowledge of the game. He's been average. Next up, I got Disasi. Disasi is going to get a good. Now, Disasi by no means has been amazing. He's been our only player to be available for literally every single game. So he's going to get a good just for that because God knows we need that at Chelsea. Availability. Thank you, Disasi. Please do not get hurt. Knock on wood. Next up, I'm going to go with some of our right backs here. We got the man Malo Gusto. If you say anything other than world class, you are wrong. Malo Gusto, apart from Palmer, has been our best player. And let me tell you this right now. He looks like he's 30. He plays like he's 28. And my goodness, he is the second best signing of the Todd Boehly era and a fan favorite. If you're a Chelsea fan, he has to be a top 3 favorite player. I'm not going to go into more detail. He's world class. I'm telling you that right now. Watch him. Next up, we got on the right back, Reece James. Reece James is 90% of Chelsea fans' favorite player, but he is not good, so he's going to get a below average. Unfortunately, he's been hurt, not his own doing, but hasn't been able to make an impact on the team as the captain. Not his fault. I hate to do it, but below average. Next up, let's see if we got anyone else here. Let's do the midfield. Enzo gets a good. Honestly, Enzo should be a GOAT or a great. He has underperformed for this season. I wish him to get a little bit more consistent. Also, I wish Poch to actually play him next to Enzo so he can be even better. Caicedo's going to get a great. Caicedo has gone under the radar. He is improving. No, he is not worth $130 million. Yes, he is worth at least 90. He's a great player. I'm happy he's here. Carney Chukwuemeka. I said at the beginning of the video, I will give you the most underrated player on Chelsea, and boom, you just heard his name. Carney Chukwuemeka is the most underrated player at Chelsea. Most underrated player by far. He is levels above what people think. He's going to be a star. Carney has had, despite his injuries, he's had an average season, but watch out for him. Next up, I'm going to give it to Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher has been world class. For the majority of this season, even at the beginning, I would make the argument he was better than Cole Palmer. Now I think Cole Palmer is the best, but Conor Gallagher cannot be sold. I don't care if you sell 18 other players to make up the money. Do not sell Conor Gallagher. Next up, we are going to have Romeo Lavia hasn't played enough. Cassidy hasn't played enough. Let's go into the front. Raheem Sterling. This is going to be the least shocking answer. Everyone knows it's bad. And the worst part about this is, if I'm not even grading him on Sterling levels, I could grade him on just a regular player level for Chelsea. He's bad. Get him out of my club. I'm done trying to be nice. He needs to leave. Next up, Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is going to get a great. I know that he has had some sloppy shots. He's had some bad games where I think that he literally has the intelligence of a 13-year-old player. But my goodness, he is improving. That word I need more than anything at Chelsea. That's the word I want to say. I know we're young. I know we're crap. Let's improve. And there's so many times where I feel like we're not improving and it drives me up a wall. Nicholas Jackson has improved. I'm so happy. He gets a great. He is going to be special once he unlocks his final third finishing. Whew, watch out. All right, next up, we got Mudryk. Mudryk is going to get a good. Mudryk has done way better than most people thought, despite not getting chances to play. If you look at the amount of chances and what he's doing and how he's improved as well, Mudryk is going to be a top 3 player at Chelsea next season if Pochettino gets his head out of his you-know-where, or we get a new manager who has glasses on. Simple as that. Next up, Nani Madueke is going to get a below average. I'm sorry, but the full first part of the season, he was nowhere because he was hurt and he had disciplinary issues and he couldn't break into the starting 11. And then once he's had moments of brilliance and a lot of moments of just mediocre. I might be a little bit harsh on him. I might even think he's the most overrated player at Chelsea at times. I love Nani. I wish for him to improve. At one point, dribbling at a defender can't be the only thing you have. I hope he can play better with the team. Next up, Nkunku. Nkunku gets below average. I thought this guy was going to be our savior. I was on that boat. Poch said we needed to give him time. We don't need to give him time. We need to give him a better medical staff. Nkunku is great. He has not played at even 60% any of this season, and that is why he has been below average. Hopefully he can be healthy and we can see that world-class status that he is built for. Next up, the most obvious one, Cole Palmer is the definition of world-class. I got a hot take for Cole Palmer. Should Cole Palmer be starting in the England squad? I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I saw that graphic, and maybe this is just me with my Chelsea bias, but Jude Bellingham with this many goal involvements, Cole Palmer with this many goal involvements. Those have been the 2 top Wonder Kids under 21 players of the year. If Bellingham's the best player in the world / an absolute icon, why shouldn't Cole Palmer be one? Now, obviously, Saka plays right wing as well. I think he needs to get serious minutes of the Euros or find a way to start him. Honestly, Start Cole Palmer? Question mark. Let's figure it out later. That's the players that are playing. There's a lot of players like I named, or David Washington, who are players on the squad but haven't played enough for me to give them a rating. But those are my takes. I need to know what you guys think down below, who your most overrated player is, who your most underrated player, what I got wrong, and let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, Chelsea.